Do. It's the pod.
Welcome to the Gay Pod! Hey, weed babies. So in a couple of seconds after we're done explaining, you're going to see some very scuffed footage of an attempt of trying to deal our hand as content creators in the wild. Yeah. You have any thoughts on how it went?
So this was our first go, and I just want you to all keep that in mind when you're watching this.
We started off so hot. We're like, we'll go in, we'll bring the ice cream back, we'll eat it here. Vibes.
We had a good plan, execution, piss poor.
Because we're little babies that don't use our brains, and we walked into an establishment that sells alcohol like a bar, and we said, can we take it to go? And they looked at us and said, hey, this is still a bar.
They said no.
So enjoy this botched footage for the next 2 minutes. Bye.
Hey guys, we were having some technical difficulties, so please enjoy that raw audio from us on the scene of Tipsy Scoop. This was supposed to be a segment, in office, but we couldn't leave because it's like alcoholic beverages, obviously. Didn't think that one through. But here, let me recreate my first bite for you guys, and so will Antonio. Ready?
It's a cherry bomb. But yeah, it's really good. I wish it was more of the liquid than the ice cream, because now I'm sad I have to eat the ice cream. But I think that's the point of the experience. That's all I got.
Swag. Mine is like really layered, and I feel like I'm not getting anything. It's good. It's not bad. It's just, it was so sweet the first time that you get that little pucker in the back of your jaw.
Yeah.
And it really took me out. Let me try the donut.
Yeah.
Okay, actually. You gonna try it?
Sure, I'll try it. Tastes like a donut.
Yeah, it's just a glazed donut with some fucking Frosted Flakes on it. I'm scared.
I might have drank everything, but that's really good.
It was so delicious. Okay, here's my tea. I just don't like cherries.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh. Cherries are good, but you like the song.
Yeah. Cherry bomb. Cherry bomb. Also, Harry Styles has a cherry song.
All right. There it was.
Wow. How interesting. Okay, what would you rate the experience overall, though?
We went on a Tuesday afternoon before 6 p.m. or before 7. So I'm going to have to say the vibes in there, they had some, you'll hear it and hopefully we don't get too copyrighted. They had some really weird, funky vibe going on, covers of songs that felt really weird.
They had weird, it was Bossa Nova Billie Eilish, but not the song.
Yeah.
It was a cover. It was just, and then it was just that with different songs. And I was like, whoa, this is not what I expected.
And then also, I don't know, it kind of felt like the people who were working there didn't want to be working there.
Yeah,
respect to those
low-key.
girlies, respect the hustle and the grind, but I just was like, hey, you know what? We might be asking a lot of dumb questions, but I feel kind of dumb right now.
Yeah.
Ice cream, though, it was okay.
It was aight.
Yeah. It was kind of expensive for what you get, but...
Yeah, and I honestly, for a hot second, thought that I was going to be able to keep my glass until we were, unfortunately, told the news that there was a bus bin for all glass items, and that made me a little sad, because I spent $18 on that.
Yeah, I think if you're paying almost $20 for some alcoholic ice cream, you should at least get to keep the glass it comes in. Because Bash and I have done hopscotch in downtown Portland, and that's a bar art thing, and you get to keep the glass when you're done.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I don't know what the dealio is, because I know it has nothing to do with liquor laws. So I don't know. But overall, Tipsy Scoop, 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
You're a spot for social media.
100%.
I think, yeah. We found out they were created in the early teens, which I thought was crazy. And the fact that I hadn't heard of them up until now, especially living in Vegas and Chicago, two places I feel like you should generally have that kind of restaurant or vibe. They just didn't. I don't know.
I do want to go back and try them. They had like a Marion Berry vodka
Yeah,
ice cream, and it looked pretty damn.
It's definitely. I would only go back there if like I was in the mood or if I had people from out of state.
Yeah,
hanging
I agree.
out.
Yeah.
Or people that haven't gone before. But then I would probably be more inclined to just do a single scoop.
Yeah.
They need slushies.
Yes. Hey, wait, this is an idea that I proposed.
Yeah.
As we were sitting in the fucking Tipsy Scoop. A Fat Tuesday on Mississippi Street in Portland. Just imagine it.
Yeah.
Imagine you could walk down the Mississippi with a fucking, like, 16-liter neck tube thing with slushy frozen alcohol.
I love you.
Hey guys.
I guess the ice cream hit harder than we thought.
The Tipsy Scoop was really Tipsy Scoop. And
Yeah. But and I guess enough about our botched ice cream segment.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great.
I have something for you.
Oh God, what? You have something for me?
Antonio was like, okay, so I'm gonna admit this on the pod. My mom was very sweet and sent me an Easter basket this year, via like FedEx. And she put a little bag of Nerds gummy clusters in for Antonio with
Thanks,
the
Lynn.
little sticky note on it saying like Happy Easter, I
Yeah,
love you.
it's so cute. I have the sticky note still.
I forgot to bring that shit for like literally a month. It was just my fault. So he told me today, he was like, if you have any like goodies for me, like remember to bring them. And actually producer Mac reminded me because I was going to forget.
It's also because Maddie a couple times has forgotten to bring the batteries for the camera. And so now we have to remind her. Ooh! Okay, chat. Okay, so this is actually the shit. I grew up in and what's crazy is like, this dragon illustration.
Do you know what it is?
It looks like it's from D&D, but it's not D&D licensed, so it had to be adjacent from, but it looks very like similar to it. This is dragon's blood. This is an incense stick. I grew up in a house that just used the like Glade plugin stuff. And like as much as I enjoy that, there's something about incense and the way that it looks and the way that it burns and the way that it smells. I love it more than like Glade plugins. It also makes my apartment smell like we live on a hippie commune, and I kind of love it. Thank you so much. Where'd you find this?
Producer Mac and I went to the Dolls over the weekend, and in Hood River, they had this like little trinket shop, and I was like, oh my god, it's so cute.
Thank you. Shout out Mag. Shout out Maddie. I can't wait to burn this for D&D.
It smells so good.
Burning this with the candle. Yeah, so shout out Luke. He brought this candle to our D&D sessions that smells like leather and wine and steel. And so we light it when we play D&D, and it smells really good in here.
Yeah.
And it smells like that in here for days most of the time. So I'm making my game room smell like a medieval dungeon.
It smells amazing.
So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I love that.
Took Percy to the vet today.
Oh.
That was an experience.
Yeah, you should tell that story.
Our poor boy. We took him on public transit because it was like $36 for a lift to get to the vet, and I was like, no. So we took him on the bus, and he was fine on the bus. He was a menace. He definitely remembered the last time he was there because our boy, like I'll throw up the picture comparison. He was doing the 1,000-yard stare when we were en route to the vet. But when we were there, they had to take him in the back and like they drew his blood. They gave him some vaccines. But now the next time they gave us gabapentin, which for those of you who don't know is like a drug for cats that essentially is kind of makes them woozy. It's kind of like a, what's that pill that rich ladies, Xanax. It's kind of like a Xanax, but for your cat. And so they were like, he needs to come back for his other vaccine, the distemperament vaccine, which I was like, what if he doesn't get this vaccine, it's gonna mean he's like pissed off all the time? And Batch was like, babe, I love you so much. No, that's not what distemperament means. I guess it's like an actual disease in cats, but you can only get it through interacting with other cats, and Percy is a single cat, so we're not super pressed. We're gonna take him back next month, but they were like, please drug him before you bring him in because he's kind of a fucking crackhead. And we were like, okay. Meanwhile, I'm helicopter parenting in the goddamn waiting room, like walking around pacing in circles, and Bash is like, you're stressing me out. And I'm like, they have my baby in the back and I can hear him. Like, I could hear Percy, like, freaking out. But then on the way back, he was super chill. Everyone called him pretty. I know he loved that. Everyone said he's beautiful. Which are true statements.
Yeah,
however, he's also just a man, though.
Yeah.
Like, anytime people come in our apartment, he's kind of like a guard dog. Like, Maddie and Mac will show up around the same time, and he's on their ass just meowing at them. And I'm like, you need to leave them alone.
Do you want to talk about his political
he might sue me. He might say that I'm slandering. He might say that this is what the woke mob is saying.
Yeah.
But we have reason to believe that person might be a Republican.
That was fucking amazing. That was fucking amazing.
Yeah, Bash and I have that running joke just because, like, he is kind of like a man. Like, some of the things he does, you're like, you need to calm the fuck down. Like, you're really being a man about this right now. Like, people coming over, not being fed on time, not enjoying being pet. Like, he can be pet on his head and on his chin, which I think he thinks is masculine. But if, like, you pat his butt or you pat his back, he's like, cut that shit out. That's gay.
I mean, I heard him say something about you one time.
Oh my God, what did he say? Oh my God! Wow. Okay, so now we definitely have to. Now the distemperament vaccine needs to be brought up ASAP.
Now.
Yeah. Also, he needs one in the brain. You know.
You gotta chip him
Straight up. He's actually not chipped. Probably should do that. He was supposed to get it done when he got his surgery, but they just didn't do it. They were kind of like, he was difficult. The one thing I keep hearing from the vet is Percy's difficult, but cut to me also being difficult at the doctor. So.
Throwback.
But for like topics this week, I'm just gonna bring it up right now, and then I'm gonna let you speak on it. Hacks.
Oh yeah, okay. I wrote like 2 things down, and hacks was one of them. So thanks a lot. Hacks has to be one of the best shows like ever created in this universe.
True.
It's just so painfully realistic to like what I think like that production would look like working for Deborah Vance. God, like I don't even know where to start because it's just so amazing. I should have written down some points, but like this latest season 4, spoilers alert if you're not caught up, it started off fucking crazy. I mean, so we ended season 3 with Ava telling Deborah, "Hey girl, I'm gonna be your head writer because I know that you slept with the president of the company that your new show is gonna be on." And so then we pick up in season 4 and all that shit is unfolding and they're basically playing like fucking Tom and Jerry pranks on each other. God, it's just so fucking good. And I know she's addressed it, but like, hey, they're gay, right?
Yeah.
Hey, they're gay, right?
At this point, if it ends any other way except for them ending up together, I'm gonna be pissed. But even like the worst part is like it is like a toxic relationship that you love to watch because you know how messy it is. But like, do you think do you think it has the capacity to be healthy? I don't. I do not think it has the capacity to be healthy whatsoever.
Probably.
Because there's an inherent power dynamic there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and I'm not saying that power dynamics have to be toxic, but I'm saying when you watch the show, yeah. Like, and also just the way it does the thing where it classically like makes me go, "Oh my God, they made up," and then they pull the fucking rug out from under me, and I'm like, "Oh, cool."
It's gonna happen again, and that's
the part that sucks so fucking
that's
bad.
What fucking sucks.
Oh my God.
I know they're not gay, and I know that that's not where they're gonna take it, but like,
if you love me, let me go.
Exactly.
Yeah, like so Maddie put me onto this show a couple years ago when I first moved here, and I really enjoyed the first couple seasons. I kind of fell off because when the 3rd season was coming out, I'm like, I'm gonna wait till this is all out, and then you know how that goes. And then season 4 rolled out, and I said, okay, bet. So I picked it back up a while ago because I was like, I need another show. Finished Severance, Drag Race ended. I was just looking for things to watch. I put Hacks back on, and I was like, wait, this show's actually the fucking bomb. It always has been. I also love that this is essentially The Devil Wears Prada, but in Hollywood and a TV show. And I love those dynamics. I think they're really fun. But I do think that part of the reason why I think they might end up together is because we've already seen the ending where the one person's like, actually, I'm not going to work for you. And we saw that in The Devil Wears Prada. And so I wonder if they are going to shake it up by having them be together. I think that offers more of an interesting way for the show to keep going.
God, please. Your fucking lips to his ears. Like,
I know,
please.
Her ears.
Period.
Because God is a woman. Thanks, Ariana. No, but I also think, too, that even if the show ended on this note where, one of them started something, and then when they start something, they both just kind of smile at each other. Shut up. That would also be good. Just having a toxic relationship and that's just how you guys vibe for the rest of your life. That's cool. It's genuinely one of the funniest shows I watched in a long time. Where I had to FaceTime Maddie when she was like, it would really suck if they found out you slept with the head of CBS or whatever. I screamed out loud. I went, ah! And I paused it and immediately called Maddie because I'm like, this is Game of Thrones, but in Hollywood,
yes,
bitch.
Literally.
This is fucking crazy. Oh my God.
It's so fucking
There's no
good.
words. There's no words to describe how funny it is, how romantical it is, how genuine it can feel, and then how heartbreaking it is all at the same time. Because honestly, too, that is the industry.
I'm putting this out here right now, right here, right now. Okay, Hannah Einbinder, fucking amazing. Jean Smart, fucking amazing. The all-star of this show is Meg Stalter, the girl who plays Kayla.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
she's
she
funny.
is fucking hilarious.
The one scene that made me bust out laughing and she goes, I'm actually doing No Nut November. And he goes, okay, that's great. It's January. Made me scream, laugh. I love them together as a duo. They're so funny. The whole show is good. I don't know if they're keeping what's-his-face off, Marcus.
Yes.
Is he leaving?
He hasn't been in the 4th season at all.
No, he did because he told Deborah
He was in the first episode.
he's like, your QVC deal is getting liquidated because of the deal with the late night show. Also, the parallel of the late night show where the band plays and it's 3 archways, and then in her house she has the 3 archways.
Hey, are we just gonna talk about how they switched the dogs' names though?
Yeah, that was great.
Hey, we
God!
caught that.
When they were like the coyotes are getting closer and closer, I was like, bitch, that Deborah Vance, your time is up, mama. This is an omen. This is an omen, girl. I know you don't believe in that shit, but
and it was to be
was
fucking nice to fucking Ava.
Because
Hey, girl.
karma, even with all the bear piss in the world.
Yeah.
When it got her dog, I said, oh my God, her dog's dead.
Oh no, for real. They showed the camera footage of that coyote shaking it, and then she brought him back in, and he was totally fine. I said, hey, wait.
Where's the blood?
I said, wait. He got shook around.
Not to wake up the horror movie fan in you, but the realism, that dog would be bloodied
No,
and
that's
need.
what I'm
I think I was
saying.
happy it wasn't as serious as it ended up being.
Yeah.
But another part of me was it would have.
Hey, wait, then don't show the dog being literally shaken.
Well, I think it would have added another layer to how seriously she kind of woke up out of the fight, the war that she was having. And I think too, you can argue that that's representation of her and Ava.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That show is one of my favorites out right now. I literally, before we started filming, 10 minutes before we filmed, I was like, Maddie, when's the next episode coming out? I literally almost cried when they were because part of me was oh, they're going to show her sister, when they were do the show for someone you would want to watch it. And then that piano, that Severance ass piano comes in playing their theme song, and it's just her standing in the audience laughing. Hey, I almost cried. Hey, I almost cried.
That's really gay.
It really is. And then when she got all triggered over them talking about bisexuals, I said, I know what you are, Deborah Vance.
That's what I'm saying. It's okay if it doesn't, though.
Also, side note, I was talking to Bash about the show, and I kept saying Deborah Vance, and he goes, I love that you're talking about her like she's a real celebrity. And I'm like, she isn't.
She is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, she's currently hosting the Deborah Vance late night show.
Yeah. She's got her own show.
Yeah.
11 p.m.
How do we get her on the floor in my apartment on the podcast? How do we get her in here, actually?
Hey, Deborah, call us.
Yeah, Deborah, have Kayla reach out to us. I'm pretty sure we talk the same language.
We'll talk to Jimmy.
Yeah, we'll say, hey, Jimmy, Dancing Mom? Well, we're like way less cool than her, and we have way less followers, but you should still get Deborah Vance on our show.
We're like two gay people with podcasts.
And that weird little writer with the fuck-ass bob. Their little situationship with those two people was really hot, but I'm really proud of those two people for cutting her off.
I'm so glad that they broke up.
Because they were low-key. Not a read to Hannah Einbein, and I'm pretty sure this is on purpose. They were 10s and she was a 7. I saw them as a couple and I'm like, they're really hot. And then when she was just there and she busted out her phone, I'm like, okay, that's hella fucking rude when you guys are having sex to answer a work text.
I just think it's funny that his name was Dev. Hey, that's like rather close to... Exactly.
Not the acapella Among Us tone. Well...
Okay, let me update you on my Parks and Rec grind with
I was just about
Mac.
to say, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was like, okay, so Maddie just started Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec, when Netflix became a streaming service, because I can say I'm old enough now that I remember when it was just sending out DVDs. When they started doing streaming, Parks and Rec was one of the first shows I binge watched. Shout out Emma. Thank you, girlie, for putting me on, because she put me on to Parks and Rec.
No way.
Yeah, and so
Emma, taste.
blew through, like done. I was watching the real time like episodes coming out on TV.
Shut up.
So to hear that Mac got you into Parks and Rec, shout out Mac.
Mac.
I just love hearing about this journey. What episode are you on? Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite character?
Okay, we just finished. Okay, season 3, episode 12, and I think it's the Eagleton episode.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Eagletonians.
That was insane. They said, "You're poor. We don't want you here."
Also, hey, Parker Posey. Is that her? I just realized that
really?
that's her. Yeah.
Damn.
She plays Leslie's best friend.
Yes. I can't remember her name.
She was also
but it's
in
like
Scream 3.
Names. Wait, really?
Yeah, she was in Scream 3. My lawyer liked that. She plays when they're doing a bunch of stab movies, she plays one of the actresses in a stab movie.
Wait.
And so she's this super campy, like, yeah. So, like, she gets punched in the face by Gale Weathers, and she goes, my lawyer liked that. Yeah. Queen.
Okay, I need to run that back.
What is her name, actually, in Parks and Rec?
It's like 3, it's like something.
No, Leslie, I'm not.
Dude, it's so fucking funny.
I'm also
love that
rewatching
show.
it. I just did the episode where Ben goes on TV for the interview.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Who doesn't have gay thoughts? All right.
Wait, I kind of feel like him on the pod sometimes. I'm just like,
yeah, you are.
just kind of here.
when I'm editing for 4 or 5 hours. Yeah.
Sometimes I just don't know what to say, you guys.
Hey, sometimes actually.
Hey guys, we all have gay thoughts, right? Hey, right?
That's what the gay pod is for, though. We should have him on the gay pod. What are your gay thoughts? Who are they about?
Yeah.
Chris?
Wait, that was crazy. Wait, who was it? Wait. Who was it? Andy who kissed Chris on the mouth, or Chris who kissed Andy on the mouth?
Chris kissed Ron.
Yes,
on the
he
mouth.
kissed Ron.
Yeah. Ron! And then he just kisses him, and he goes, He doesn't even make a sound. He just looks disappointed.
That shit was so fucking funny. That got me.
Who's your favorite character, though?
Okay, low-key, Chris Traeger is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know you like Andy, or no, you said you like Tom.
I do like Tom. I mean, not as much anymore, because, like, the shtick is getting kind of old.
Oh, that he's like a player?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, bro, we get it. He always is, like, the problem starter. Like, it always comes back to Tom.
Entertainment 720? No, not yet.
No.
Okay. Sorry for the spoiler alert.
No.
You'll see. John Ralphio comes back a lot. So get ready.
Wait, I love that.
Also, I love that actor. I can't remember his name. Ben something. Ben. Ben, his last name starts with an S. He's a great actor.
Yes.
John Ralphio's fucking hilarious.
Yes.
I dagger you on the dance floor. I'm talking bounce, 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 bounce. Where my ladies at? Bounce, bounce, bounce. And then Donna's like, I'm out.
I love that you can just like quote the whole show. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. Like I told Maddie, whenever my mental health takes a deep dive, I start watching Parks and Rec all the way through, or Bob's Burgers. Two really big comfort shows that I think actually are just like the best.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm on the episode where, Ben was just on TV. I do love anytime a Tammy is involved in an episode.
Yeah.
Love it.
We watched the Tammy 2 episode the other day
So
together.
I watched it with them.
Yeah.
It was so funny. What else? What else has happened in the show?
I also think I changed my mind. You definitely do give very April vibes.
Thank you. I thought so.
You do.
Yeah.
Just a little.
It's not intentional, but definitely when I saw her character, I said, I kind of want to be like her.
Yeah.
When I grow up, I kind of want to be this just kind of like quiet, like trickster character in the background that even though people are frustrated with you, they still love you at the end of the day. Like, I just think that that's a very fun quality to have.
Also, Ben moved in with April and Andy, and they got married. Wait, guys, that was crazy.
Yeah, and their wedding was kind of cute.
It was actually really cute, guys.
It was cute for a bunch of reasons, because then you see Leslie and Ben, like, bond a lot
Yes.
more. Their whole story arc is fun. Icetown, more like Ice Clown. Whoop, there it is. Yeah, they're calzones. That comes back a bunch, which is fucking hilarious. And you met Andy Samberg's character. There are fun SNL cast members that just get dropped in.
No, I love that.
Except it's just Tina Fey never shows up.
See, and then that's where I'm gonna have a problem, because I love that, like, Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, obviously them as the duo, but then you kind of have like their universe, the SNL universe.
Maya Rudolph,
Kristen Wiig, Rachel Dratch.
I was gonna say Rachel Dratch.
Like all of them, they're just fucking legends and icons.
Those are my ladies.
Yeah, no,
like,
literally.
low-key, like if I take comedic influence from anyone, like definitely them. Like I also think too, like the characters of Parks and Rec are definitely like the new age. Like to me, the ENTP or whatever the fuck, the like your letter is your personality type.
Yeah.
I just think that they're all super fun, and I think that I always like the people that make me laugh the hardest. I feel like on SNL are always the women most of the time. So yeah, that Dratch clip with her trying to do good hang with Amy Poehler cracks me up every time. Amy Poehler just had Michelle Obama on the podcast.
That. Also love that outfit, Amy.
Yeah, Amy Poehler's a gay icon. But she knew that when she did Parks and Rec and she married those penguins.
No, exactly.
Also,
she stood on business.
Like, I forget how old this show is, because back then, like, gay marriage was a hot button topic, and I could totally see why Leslie wouldn't want to do it. But, like, in 2025, rewatching the show, I'm like, Leslie Knope now would 100% want to marry those penguins because they were gay.
100%.
Yeah, so, like... Yeah, and the show, again, like, I don't know if you can tell, but it really kind of opened my eyes to be like, this is what government is, and this is what it can be, and this is how it can help.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, wait, government is, like, really important. And to have a show that emphasizes that a lot is super cool. I don't know if they started planting the seeds yet for them kind of being like, you should, like, be a part of, like, the real office, you know?
No.
But it's super, super, super cool. Like, the rest of the show is just so good.
Ugh, I can't wait.
Amy Poehler got Michelle Obama on her fucking podcast. Like, that's so cool.
Because she's a fucking icon.
Yeah,
she's
it's
hilarious.
True. It's true. Their diva conversation right now is so fucking good. Like, I'm learning a lot about Barack Obama through, like, Barack Obama hates that Michelle Obama goes to bed so early. That's so funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
8:30 and he's like going to bed and she goes, yeah.
Wait, girl, me too.
Yeah, actually. But yeah, if you haven't watched Parks and Rec, turn it on.
You should hop on that.
Yeah, really quick.
It's a great watch.
Put on a gummy. Pop a gummy. Get some. It's definitely also an eating show.
Yeah.
Or like a doing chores show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I do have another TV show I'd like to talk about for a minute. So I kind of spilled it to you a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
The Devil's Plan.
Yes, tell me
So,
more.
okay. So Bash and I, we're really big reality TV show fans, but we like our reality TV to have a game element. If it doesn't, we're kind of not too interested. Hence why Bash won't really watch Real Housewives, but I will because I like the drama. That's whatever for him. So we love reality competition shows. Devil's Plan is a Korean-based reality competition show where like you have to take a fucking IQ test to be cast on the show. The people that are cast on the show are not only celebrities, but they also have like prestigious like academic records. And the whole premise is like, what if we took the mini games for Big Brother but made them like you actually had to use your brain? You know?
You know what? Hell yeah.
Yeah. So every player at the start of the game, they're given a piece and they're put in a house. The house has a bunch of like different, like an exercise room and a bunch of other rooms that they can hang out in. But they'll also have like little board games put out everywhere too that are kind of hints to like the types of games they're going to be playing.
Okay. So you can get like pre-knowledge and
Yes.
shit? Hell yeah.
Every day there is a main game that takes place in the main challenge hall. That main challenge hall has a bunch of little like side rooms that they can go in and confer in. And then this newer season is different because last season it would be the bottom two players were sent to this prison area where they would hang out by themselves. But this new season, it's whoever's on the lower half of the leaderboard. They all go to prison. So like
shit.
5 will be in the main house, 5 will go to prison. But throughout the main game, it changes every day, and you get awarded pieces for coming in first, second, or third place. Pieces can be used to barter, but the name of the game is if you lose any of your pieces, you're out. Oh. You're out of the competition. But the main challenge games are the types of games where, like, because it's translated into English from Korean, it's really hard to follow sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, they're really complicated and complex games that have a lot of layers, but when you strip away the layers, it mostly comes down to, like, number counting or deduction or, like, that type of thing. So a lot of the games have real strategy that's involved and not just some, like, luck-based shit. And then after the main challenge is done and the players win the pieces, half of them will go into the main house and the other half will go into the prison where they'll spend the next day, and then they'll do a prison match where during the prison match, one or more can go home. That's kind of the gag is like during the main challenge or the prison match, multiple people can go home.
Shit.
The last prison match we watched, it was a game where each player was given 10 minutes in their personal stock, and there are 19 rounds. At the beginning of each round, they will count down from 5, and every player will have their hand pressing a button. While they're counting down, they can either take their hand off or keep their hand on, but there's a box covering their hand, and it's a guessing game to see who's using the most amount of time and who's not. So one guy straight up just
That's stressing me out.
saved all of his minutes till the end when he knew all the other players were going to be using their minutes and would like hold it down for the longest time. So some of the players got fucked out while like it's a crazy show. The drama is real because it's a bunch of intellectual people also doing a social game as well. My least favorite thing about Big Brother, The Circle, shows that I enjoy, it's popularity based and not strategy based. I like a strategy based competition show like Survivor, for example, because even Survivor, the grand jury decides who wins, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. I want a on paper test. You're better than this other person. I don't want who we think should win. I want who should win. Right? Like,
see, that's where I disagree because I'm like, I feel like I would have a much better social game than I would have like an actual game. Bro, if we're doing trivia, I'm out first fucking round. Like any kind of puzzle games, it takes me so fucking long to understand like a board game. It like takes me at least one full turn, like one full time playing a board game to like fully understand it.
What's crazy is like a lot of the games that they play are like board games that they just converted into like a mass game.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, so like the first game that they play on this season is called Cops and Robbers, where two players are identified as robbers, and all the other players are cops that are on teams. But each team, there are 3 different teams. There are 2 crooked cops that could be on either one of the 3 teams that are actually helping the robbers. And there's this giant board that represents like the Korean subway system. And so every round, players will move around and they can either investigate a space or try to make an arrest on that space. And they can't see the robbers, but the robbers are moving around the board collecting pieces, and once they collect 10 pieces, the game is over. So the idea is that the robbers are moving around, the crooked cops are telling them their next moves, and then it's all like a hidden game. So they can see where the other cops are, but they can't see where the robbers are. And so it's just really like it makes you want to play it once you figure it out.
Yeah.
But like, I don't
then
know.
you can have some like sort of strategy like once you play it the first time, but I don't know.
And there are even secret alliances. Like they're essentially Stanford prisoning
holy
these
shit.
people, because now all the
Wait.
prisoners are like, we're a group, and then all the people living in the house are like, oh, we feel so bad for them. Like they probably have less than us. It's like, bitch, we're on a reality show together. Why would they? Yeah. The other gag is there are hidden stages all around.
Ooh.
All around. Like, I'm not going to tell you where they are in case you watch it, but like, they find secret rooms that have challenges in them, or when they win them, they're rewarded certain things.
Way.
Like, there's way to get extra pieces. Like, it's just so. And the opening title sequence for this show is kind of fucking baller. But yeah, The Devil's Plan.
That
Check it
sounds
out.
super cool.
It's actually so much fun, and each episode is an hour and 40 minutes.
Damn, that's like a whole ass movie. Bro.
Yeah, but Bash and I get sucked in. Like, we watched 2 episodes today and we just had to pause because like it takes a lot out of you. Like, you finish a game and you're like, wow, I just watched like an hour of like strategizing and figuring things out.
Yeah.
They did some guy so dirty in this most recent episode. Oh, the loopholes that are put into these games to get players out is so good. Anyway, we should move on before I just geek out on it. But Devil's Plan, it's on Netflix. Check it out.
Okay, speaking of reality, Big Brother's coming up. Are we going to invest in that?
We might as well try.
Right?
And we'll be honest with you guys if it's good or if it's not.
Because we've been talking about that, and I want to give it another go. I haven't watched like a full season in a hot minute.
I haven't either. I just don't like those shows because normally the person I want to win, they knock out because they're like, well, we don't really like you. Well, I do, bitch. But that's, again, not to bring it up, but that's why I like The Devil's Plan, because you know it's a game about IQ.
Yeah.
And so you're actually...
It's strictly
you're watching a bunch of
game-based.
sharks in a tank fight it out.
crazy.
And that's what I think is entertaining to me, is like...
You said smart people fight.
This is raw skill. Like, it's not about who likes you. It's not about, like, who does what. I mean, that comes into play because if, like, you're not on an alliance, someone can take all your pieces or do some fuck shit. But, like, at the end of the day, like, it's just about raw strategy and raw, like, can you do it and can you figure out the secret loopholes and make the game work in your favor? Super cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What I have a lot on my list. Do you have anything on your list?
Okay. I saw this TikTok the other, or maybe I saw it on Twitter, of this guy blindfolded, and his friend was like, I think it was Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande, but he pulled up their discography. No, it was Lady Gaga.
And played a second?
Is there any artist you think that you could do that?
Nope. No.
You don't even think Doechii?
Nope.
You don't think Meg?
Nope. Nope. I'm really
Is there
bad
like
at
a
music.
specific album that you could?
Nope. I take pieces from albums.
Yeah.
Like, the only albums I have full saved on my Spotify playlist are Renaissance and Cowboy Carter. Oh, and 360 or Brat. Both. I need to remove one of them. Not gonna lie, like, I love Charlie, but it's a majority of my playlist, and sometimes I'd be skipping through the songs.
Real.
Like, every time I hear, I might be skip.
Stupid.
Yeah, I might be kind of stupid. Talk to myself in the mirror.
Banger.
Okay. Banger. Okay. Were you gonna do that to me?
Yeah.
You could try. It'll be embarrassing.
Who do you think?
Do Renaissance.
Do you want to do a specific album?
Do Renaissance. I might be able to.
And it doesn't have to be like, I'll do like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on shuffle.
Okay. I feel like falling in love. Virgo's Groove? Nope. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know the names of the songs, so it's bad. I want to go missing. I need a prescription. I want to go higher. Can I sit on top of you?
You know the whole song. You're
I
so
want to be
real.
where nobody's been. Do you ever have fun like this? Whoa. I want to go missing. Prescription. We gon' fuck up the night. Spaceships fly. Blinding lights. Fuck it up. Now we gonna end it up. We fuck up the night. I don't know. Bet you'll. I want to say. I thought it was. It's not Plastic Off the Sofa. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm so mad. You literally heard me sing the entire first verse.
No, you know the song. Cuff It.
Cuff It. Is it? It is. Hit me with another one. Now I have to redeem myself. Plastic Off the Sofa.
Yeah, boom. Boom.
Yeah,
He's got it.
Yeah, that was it. So I guess I can. Can you?
So I was thinking, I was like, either Harry Styles or the Driver era. I
Real.
think I could either do
you
one
wanna
of
try?
those. We can do like 5 songs. And I'll give you...
5 sauce?
Okay,
That was that one song that you made that YouTube short with.
he literally looks like Michael Clifford.
Not again.
Oh my god, guys. Sometimes he's looking like Michael... Like the layers, the fucking necklaces, the painted nails. You guys,
If you want to
wait.
call me gay, you can just do that.
I mean, you're that too, but...
Ooh. So if I did Harry's House or Fine Line,
Oh yeah.
we'll do Harry's House because that's more recent. Because I did Renaissance. You know?
Swag. White pill, sunglass. I will always love you. Is it Keep Driving?
No. Do you want to play another second?
Yeah.
I'll play,
Oh, is it Matilda?
no, I'll play all 2 seconds together.
Is it Lil Freak?
It is Lil Freak.
Lil Freak. Doom, 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 doom.
Here we go. Ready?
Yep. It's Satellite.
Yep. That's crazy.
That's doom, 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 doom. That's Matilda.
Yes,
Doom,
it
doom,
is.
doom, doom, doom.
Guys, this is kind of crazy. Guys, I'm scared.
Guys, that's music for a sushi restaurant.
Holy shit, you're 4 for 4 right now. Well, I'll give you 3 for 4.
Yeah, we'll take that. Is it Love of My Life?
No.
Fuck. Go a little more. Oh, it's Boyfriend.
Yeah. You got 4 out of 5.
Boyfriend.
Congrats. I'm proud of you. That was more impressive than me. I fucked it up on Cuff It. Cuff It.
You know.
What? Well, it's because Cuff It, like, changes into a different song halfway through.
Yes, 100%.
Whoa. Cuff It. Like a mechanical.
You're so fucking real.
Yeah.
If we want to call it early podcast, I'm also good with that. Too. I low-key have a headache. I've been really toughing it out for you guys. If he keeps us in.
Hey, chat. I have a little bit of a headache. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just.
You got anything else?
Yeah, I just
Spill.
have one more story.
Yeah, and then you could cut that.
Yeah. Cuff It. Whoa. So. Sports. I think that I have a respect for sports. I think that I know how most of them work. I think that if you put me in a sporting event, I'll have a good time if there's drinks or weed involved. If I'm being sober, I'm probably going to like ask to leave an hour in. But Bash and I were getting on the bus a little bit. We went to a horror movie VHS swap meet, and we got on the bus on the same day that the Timbers were playing. The Timbers, right? Mm-hmm. Can I tell, sports fans make the idea of doing sporting events that much fucking worse for me. Like,
why? Tell me.
We got on the bus, and all of these fucking Timbers fans just start getting on at some point. And they just don't know how to move. They just don't know how to sit. They don't know how to do anything. This lady, like, speaks up and is like, well, it would be a lot better if people weren't taking up 2 seats, but hey, bitch, you are on public transit. You don't get to have a say on who gets to sit where. So the fact that you're getting on here being like, well, I deserve a seat. Hey, bitch, this is the one time a year you take public transit to go to a fucking Timbers game. Man the fuck up and stand. I think you can do that. And if you have a problem with doing that, then take a lift to where you gotta go. Or take a bike, take a scooter. There are other modes of transportation at your will, right? But I know you don't want to park your car over there because you're scared of it getting broken into. Not only that, we had to listen to her complain about a bunch of things. And then she was like, yeah, so the last time we came to the Timbers game and there was a bunch of us, there was some drama with some men down in the front. So now we have to sit up in the upper balcony. And then the upper balcony, you'll meet John Ralphio and Mark and their boyfriend Ruben. And then since this is your first Timbers game, we're going to have a great time and we're going to do an after party because it's your first Timbers game. And I'm like, y'all are really making this sound more exhausting than it needs to be. Every time I get invited to go out to a sporting event, the first thing people say is we're going to get fucked up. And I'm like, yeah, that's how you kind of do those things, right? But the fact that these people have turned it into like, this is their night out. And then there's so many layers stacked on top of it. Like, it was just so obnoxious to hear. Like, and
well, I think it's just obnoxious. One, because she was an annoying bitch.
True.
And was not being respectful of public transit. And also, like, some people are just fucking annoying.
Yeah, like, that's kind of the thing that hit me, right? Is like, I feel like a lot of the people who go to these sporting events and make it a big thing, like, it's giving peaked in high school vibes. Like, it's giving, like, this is the best, this is our night out. Like, we got the babysitter, like, wrapped up. Like, this is what we're doing. And, like, that's so cool. I'm glad you guys are having fun. But like, they also make, like, the city almost uninhabitable. Like, genuinely, truly, Portland was not built for that amount of people to just all of a sudden draw themselves into one, like, part of the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And especially part of the neighborhood that is so clunky in terms of, like, navigation and parking and stuff. Like, I don't know. It was just really, like, every time she talked, I was like, I want to shove a fucking pencil in my ear and bang my head up against the wall. Like, this is genuinely crazy. And also just the looks from other Timbers fans as we were all sitting on the bus. These were all well-to-do, like, white families just, like, trying to go see their game. But every time someone that wasn't dressed in Timbers gear got on the bus, it was a look up and down. People are just trying to get to where they need to go. And I'm so sorry that Miss Girl with her like, fucking pull grocery cart got on the bus and is taking up a seat. But, like, you're going to do, like, a fun thing. Other people are using public transit to, like, get around.
Yeah.
And, like, throws me back to in Chicago when people would fucking swarm the subways for the Cubs. And you're like, hey, guys, like, I get we're all doing this, but can we be nice? And can we not be drunk at 10 in the morning on the way to the game? Like, this is crazy. Y'all are crazy. But
oh my god, I love Chicago. They have any excuse to be fucking drunk at 10 a.m. and get on a train. It's honestly, that's community right there.
St. Patrick's Day was the scariest day of my life.
Honestly.
You would have thought the zombie apocalypse was starting with how much fucking vomit and sick people you saw walking around.
It was kind of crazy.
It was gross. It was like, no tea, no shade. I'm not a Chicago native, so of course I'm going to feel some type of way about it, but it was gross. Like, I was like, guys, come on. Like, there's hot green vomit on the ground from all the fucking green beer you've consumed, and it's not even noon.
Yeah, we did see that walking to Portillo's that
It was
day.
gross. Yeah, and then, oh my God, if I can find the Snapchat footage pictures, I'll throw them up. We said, let's go to Portillo's. This is going to be fun. We don't know what day it is. It was the one time Maddie and I were going to walk away from food.
Like, genuinely. It was so fucking good, though. I miss Portillo's.
Yeah, it stressed me out bad. Like, Percy was stressed at the yeah, I was overstimulated and stressed. Not to mention those nasty-ass creepy mannequins that they have looking out all over the place. It added, like, a Big Brother feeling, like I'm constantly being watched.
You're being watched, exactly.
Real quick, what's a movie to you that's so overrated? Not to keep your headache going, but I just have to know.
Any Marvel movie.
Oh yeah, because you saw Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I saw Thunderbolts this past
You
weekend.
literally only saw it for You literally only saw it because Florence Pugh and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Yeah, and she ended up being the villain. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, welcome back, Selena Meyer.
Yeah, literally.
Literally, welcome back. Hey, Pook. Like, other than that, it was kind of Underwhelming.
I wrote down Fight Club, Citizen Kane, and Terrifier.
That's a really good one.
I know that horror movie fans love Terrifier. I just don't get it personally. Like, I'm never gonna make you watch those movies because I don't even like watching them. They're not that great.
Thank God, you guys.
Yeah.
I don't really get Citizen Kane. Like, I understand it, but I don't personally get it.
A fucking sled. The loss of childhood innocence. Wow. Welcome to the real fucking world, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Congratulations. Like, you understand what it's like to be poor in America. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Like, yeah, cool. It's the same thing with Fight Club. Like, any movie where I'm supposed to sympathize for a man because of his mental health, hell no. Because they never do anything in the movie to make it better. They only do things to make it worse every fucking time.
Speak on it.
And those movies are overrated to me.
Period. Fight Club is kind of mid.
Fight Club is mid as hell.
I think I rated it 5 on Letterboxd, but I low-key think I was in, like, my film era.
Well, I also did it so I didn't get bullied.
That too. Like, I was like, I'm a film critic.
Watch
the fucking movie.
The only part of me that I like to say about the reason I like Fight Club, one, there's a penis in it too. I like to think that was like his gay fruity version that really wanted to come out, but he repressed it.
Yes.
And then so he committed domestic terrorism because of it.
I think this is a controversial take, but I think, even though I haven't seen a single one, what's that series? Star Wars. Those are all
Star Wars.
overrated.
I would have to agree with you. The first one's a little overhyped. It's really slow because it's more of a drama, but the other ones are kind of good.
I haven't seen a single Star Wars. To be
a Star War. Not a singular Star War.
Not one war. Not singular. Not one. God,
you don't really have to.
I'm
They're
not
okay.
going. Oh, I'm not going to.
No. You do want to watch Alien though. That gets me excited.
I do kind of want to watch Alien.
Because Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah. Also, just like Aliens. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out poster on the wall. Shout out alien head on the thing. Other than that, I got VHS tapes from a VHS swap meet. These are my life now. I'm going to commit to a goal of collecting physical media better and showing it off. I got, from this last swap meet, I got The Evil Dead. Great movie if you haven't seen it. I got The Craft.
The way that they're all
sliding out.
Backwards.
Oh, backwards. That's so funny. I got The Craft. Bomb-ass movie if you haven't seen it, about witches in the 90s. I think on here they say it's like if Clueless met... Where is it? They were like, if it's Carrie meets Clueless.
Wait.
Which I think is a really funny description of The Craft. And then I got my Manifestation Little Shop of Horrors VHS tape, which I just fucking love. 1987 Warner Home Video. So this was probably one of the first VHS tapes that went out for it.
That's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I love that it's your birth year.
Me too. Physical media is so important. And then last little tidbit, and then we'll cut it off here because my co-host is currently fighting demons that are unbeknownst to us. Shout out Mac, got me and a cat, and I love it so much. And low key, it also looks like Percy. Bash pointed that out, and I'm like, wait, kinda, you're right. Closing thoughts?
I do have closing thoughts.
Also been playing South of Midnight, which is a really fun video game that looks like it's stop motion, and it takes place in the South. It's like Alice in Wonderland in the Bayou. It's pretty fucking sick.
Ooh. That's really cool. Wait, you might have to show me that later.
Yeah.
Here, do you have closing thoughts first? I have a good night to everyone except.
Oh, I love that you're doing this, by the way. I don't know if you saw my edit for them that I did last time, but I'll show you. Closing thoughts. I just want to reiterate, sports are cool. I understand sporting events. However, sports fans honestly take it out for me. Yeah. Like, my biggest beef when I went to go and see the Thorns with Maddie last, I was like, all the men that are fucking booing and hemming and hawing because their team isn't winning is pissing me the fuck off.
I was the antagonist of the night. It was actually fucking
so
great.
good. I was so on Maddie's side. I'm like, these bitches hate you, and I love that. And if any one of them want to fucking step, I don't give a fuck. I'll get arrested tonight.
And the Stars won.
And so the Stars fucking won, baby. Hell
yes.
Yeah. Fuck all those bald white men that were cheering about women's soccer. Get the fuck out of here. This isn't for you.
All right, ready? Good night to everyone except moms who use plastic bags. People with shitty attitudes about dogs and cats. People over 6'4". People who haven't done their laundry this week. It says at me, but I did it today, so.
You saved yourself.
Wait, guys, wait. People who have ever drinking a Starbucks pink drink in your life, and people who specifically use Aqua Bergamot Axe body spray.
Whoa, that was a deep cut. Aqua Bergamot. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised, like, out of all the words that you flubbed today, that one you just fucking nailed. I love that for you.
Thank you.
But I will not be having a good night because I did drink pink drinks in college. But, like, the tea is, like, the way it coagulates.
Ew, see, ew, guys, even the thought of, like, cream or, like, coconut milk in...
Ew, like, when they put it in soda?
Ew, wait, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm judging, I'm sorry, that sounds so nasty to me.
That being said, if a soda shop does open up in Portland, I will be driving through and getting a cream added to my Dr. Pepper, thank you.
That's crazy.
Did I just expose myself for being Mormon? I'm not Mormon. That was a bit. I'm not Mormon. Full offense to all the Mormons out there. Sorry.
Yeah,
you kind of had that one coming. Now y'all are selling out to fucking Andy. Oh, girl. Y'all want to be on TV so bad like us.
Bye,
okay,
you guys.
bye.
Do do do.